It's Friday. All right, let's see what we got here. What's up? What's up? We got 24 people already. Chris, what's going on, man? Rob, what's going on? Rob, you've been around for some time. I do appreciate that. It is Friday. Got a lot of things going on, a lot of closings today. Running around. Right now, I am actually uploading that video that you guys wanted to take a look at. That little mini mansion. If you guys have any questions regarding real estate, financing, or anything, let me know. What's up? Joe, what's going on, man? It's been a while. It's been some time. Did you guys see the unemployment? Unemployment, 11%. GDP, gross domestic products, we're down 9.5%. Isn't that crazy? This is such a weird market right now. I'm telling you, man. The numbers don't make any sense. But people are buying homes out here. I don't understand what the hell's going on. Oh, check out the new merch here. What do y'all think about the new logo and the merch? Is Vegas going? Oh man, it's going too fast. Looking to purchase in January. Did you know if you're gonna buy a brand new home, the best times to buy are November, right? October and December. Well, October, November, December. Wait for this property to upload here. Got some emails. Figure, you know what? It's Friday, 6 o'clock. Go live. One thing that I do want to mention to you guys is that we stopped the radio show. The radio show makes no sense. So what we are doing now is we are going to have a full podcast. So we're building a full studio. So stay tuned to that. I think that's going to be fun. We're going to have a bunch of interviews with a lot of people in the industry and kind of get their perspective of what's going on. And the good news about this is we'll have full control of what we can say or do. $67 people live right now. New construction. I already registered you as my agent. Okay, cool. My lease is a month-to-month. Okay. Brian. Chuck, it's the coolest realtor ever. I don't know if I'm the coolest. I'm just pretty much just tell you how it is, and it is what it is. 16 likes. Oh man, come on, let's get some more likes than that. I mean, there's 67 people live right now. Definitely got to get some more. Guys, don't forget to get the merch. If you guys click on the link in the description, we have a bunch of merch too as well. Hello from Miami. What's up, Frank? I wonder how that weather is out there. It's probably humid as hell right now, right? I'm moving to Vegas, baby. That's right. Everybody's moving to Vegas. Hurry up. Hurry up. Saying hi from the Bahamas. What's going on? I've learned so much from you. I'm in India and want to move to Vegas. You should move to Vegas. It's a great place. The only thing is, it is very, very hot. Find you a great deal in Henderson. Well, it depends. What is a deal to you, right? What is a deal? I think, what is the temperature today? I don't know what the temperature is today, but it is freaking hot right now. Does Toll Brothers build a better home than Richmond American Homes? Not necessarily, depending on the upgrades and the options that you do. Also, when you go to a new home track, you want to see what comes standard with your build, because sometimes what you get with the standard is just as good as another builder. Got any more standing inventory? Yeah, there are a few standing inventories. They are going out pretty quickly. Ram, what's going on, man? We got 30 likes right now. Yeah, come on, let's get them thumbs up going. Let's see, what was going on in the market? Let me pull some data up real quick. Just pulled some data. So if we take a look, all right, we are in the month of, what month are we? Into August, right? Or July. If we take a look, the median price point for a home, the median, $280,000 or not. This time last year, year to date, $270,000. Okay, that's up $16,000, a total of 6%. Okay, we got about 5 more months to go. What I'm seeing right now, based upon the numbers and the data, we're probably going to go up another 3%. But the crazy thing about all this is that, I've talked about this, student loan debt is the highest it's ever been. Auto loan debt's highest as it's ever been. The dollar, right, is not as valuable as it used to be. Also, the forbearance, that just ended yesterday. So, is a wave of foreclosures going to come through? I'm not too sure. It really depends on how Freddie and Fannie and the Feds are going to work this thing out. You have to understand that when it comes to the mortgage industry, the government holds a lot of loans right now. They're probably not going to let it collapse, but what I'm going to see is probably a bunch of bailout money. And talking about bailout money, we are now at what, $26 trillion in U.S. debt. I mean, we started off from what, 19, I think, when Trump came in, or was it like 21? I mean, within 4 years, right? How much money did we just print? And the crazy thing about it is, what I'm starting to see now is a real big shift in wealth. I feel like there's really no middle class anymore. I feel like all the money's getting sucked out of the middle class, and it's just you're broke or just filthy rich. I mean, just the other day, I think it was yesterday, right, where there was a meeting with 4 top companies with Congress, I think it was. You had Facebook, you had Amazon, you had Google, and Apple, okay? Stocks are going so high, this is just not making any sense to me. It really is not. It's like the numbers, the data does not make any sense whatsoever. And people are still buying homes, and I think the reason why people are buying homes out here is because if you take a look at the population growth, right? If we take a look at baby boomers, right? People that are retiring. And I talked about this all the time. If you take a look at the demographics, over 19,000 baby boomers retiring every single day, right? That's a lot of baby boomers. They got to live somewhere. Especially with what's going on in today's society. Especially if you're a baby boomer, you're going to want to downsize, right? A lot of people are going to want to pay things off right away. So a lot of my clients, I would say about 95% of my clients are out of state. They're transitioning out here. They're selling the homes that they have in their location. They're making a profit, coming on out here, paying cash for the home. It's unbelievable. You know, Vegas, because we are on the West Coast, right? The commute to California is not that long. If you wanted to go to Arizona, Utah, I mean, there's places actually to go out here. Okay. I mean, you got Terminal 3, you got one-way flights to Asia, even though it's shut down right now. I mean, the commute is pretty good. You do have everything at your doorstep. You really do out here. The problem with that is you don't really have flexibility. You don't have room. Okay, and what I mean by that is a lot of people that do come out here and they want to purchase a home, right? They want more land, but it's very hard to get land out here. Now, I mean, there's still a lot of land, but the problem is that they want too much where it just doesn't make any sense. But if you're looking for like an acre, 2 acres, you're probably going to be paying about $180,000 per acre, but you're not going to have it in a location that you probably want or desire. Okay? Average days on the market, man, 19 days. Things are moving very rapidly out here. Very rapidly. Alright, we're going to get this video up and loaded, okay? Now this video that we are doing is the video that I just recently posted on the community page, right, of the channel. And I asked you guys if you guys wanted to see this $1 million property, which is, I think it was like 6,636 square feet. It actually came out to like $158 a square foot, which is, I think it's a great value. This property that I'm uploading here, this is actually a vacation rental. It generates about $10,000 a month. Okay, let's see here. We're gonna upload this baby. Here we go. Boom. Let's just upload it. It is what it is. Any questions? Let me go on YouTube. Can you interview Jacob's life in Vegas? He also has a YouTube channel. Yes, I can. Matter of fact, that's one thing that we are doing is collaborating with other agents and other YouTubers. Try not to make this channel so boring where we just only show homes. And if you guys have any ideas for like video vlogs, let me know in the comments below. Oh, the other thing is, what is your guys' thoughts about the video that I did with Ryan Panetta and flipping over 100 homes a year or 100 houses a year? Let me know. Did you guys actually like that type of content? If so, give me a thumbs up and let me know. I'll create more of those type of contents too as well. That was actually pretty fun. But you have to understand that does take a lot of time, effort, and hard work. It's not easy. How long do you have to be on a job to qualify for a home loan? That's a good question. Typically it's 24 months, but there are other loans out here that lenders can do where they'll just take a total of 12 months. So it just depends. Yeah, that flip video was cool, huh? Let me get on this YouTube live here. I'm gonna see if I can get some questions. Okay, let's see here. So Steven has been watching for some time. I do appreciate that. Okay, let's see what else. I am embarrassed to say that I paid for a 900 square feet condo in San Francisco, but it's still going up and up. Yeah, it seems like San Francisco is pretty pricey. Matter of fact, I do have a lot of clients that are from the Bay Area that work in the tech industry, And the cool thing about this is that because they're in the tech industry, they're allowed to work from home. So they end up coming on out here and purchasing a home, which is, I think that's like the coolest thing. I have a student loan debt and a car debt. Okay, here's the thing. If you are going to purchase a home and you're going to do financing, buying real estate is very simple. Look, financing, it just comes down to playing the game. You just got to understand the game. If you got student loan debt and you can't pay it, work it out. As long as you make your monthly payments, don't let it go delinquent. That will affect you. Okay? The feds are printing money out of thin air. You're absolutely correct. Love the glasses. Thank you. Appreciate that. Will GDP affect buying a house? Yes. So basically what GDP is just gross domestic products. It's how much product we produce and how much product we actually sell. So at this time, what this tells you is that it's economic 101. So if we're not producing anything and we're constantly consuming things, what's going to happen is we consume stuff, right? We are just a nation of debtors, and that's one of the biggest problems that we have. And that's why you have other countries that are starting to thrive, like Russia, like China. And, you know, this is starting to become a currency war. And what I mean by that is the dollar is really losing its value. So, you know, before people used to go to war, right, and just take what they want. But now, how other countries beat other countries is by tariffs, right? And they put sanctions on other countries. And it really comes down to money, right? And if you really understand money and how money works, you can actually control your economy and other economies that are reliable. So let me give you an idea. We can't really produce nothing at this time because if we produce stuff, the problem here in the United States is it costs us a lot of money to produce stuff. And if we're going to sell it for a profit, then we have to sell it to our own people, right, for a profit. But for us as regular consumers, we are so bred and born that we buy things so cheap that big manufacturing companies, they take their corporations and they have special perks by, you know, moving their corporation or the manufacturers to China with a lower labor. And what happens then is they sell the products back to us, right, China, and we can buy it at a cheaper price because labor is, you know, labor's smaller, right? I mean, not the labor, but the cost of things are a lot cheaper for us to purchase. So we are a nation that consumes and consumes. But the problem is that what happens is you have other countries, they buy our bonds and we create these bonds. So the reason why we create these bonds is because we have to borrow money every single month. And that's why we are now at $26 trillion in debt. So as we create bonds, we sell these bonds to different countries. It may be a 3-year bond, a 5-year bond, and we have to pay the interest on those bonds. But sooner or later, what's going to happen is these other countries are going to realize is that our bonds are really no longer worth anything. And if it's no longer worth anything, they're not going to buy the bonds. And if people don't buy our bonds, then at this point, they can't throw money back into the system. So it's a catch-22. Now, if the money goes back into the system here, what happens is the more and more money that you print, now it becomes hyperinflation. So what happens is the dollar that you have is no longer worth the dollar, okay? And that's why I do see a lot of people that have money, they're buying certain things as far as like tangible assets. And what I mean by tangible assets, it could be like gold, it could be, you know, certain type of artwork. I see people buying like, you know, homes too as well, because they know if there is hyperinflation, right, things will get more expensive. So the good news is if you bought a home today and there was hyperinflation, now if you have hyperinflation, now that tells me that your job, you're going to get paid more. You'll be able to pay off your house, right, because of hyperinflation. But the only downfall with that is everything else is going to be very expensive. Now on the flip side, when you have hyperinflation, you're also going to have deflation on certain items. So, you know, this time around, you're going to probably have deflation on housing, right? on rents, but then you take a look at the food supply. The food supply is going to go up more. So, I mean, it's just economics 101. But it's just the crazy thing about it is that the feds can consistently print more and more money and constantly kick the can down the road. And they're doing a pretty good job of it. And that's why, this market hasn't collapsed. So I guess all we can do is wait and see what happens. But at the end of the day, I don't have a crystal ball. I'm just like you guys, just wondering what's going to happen. And you just got to play your game. You just got to understand the game. But anyway, I'm going on a whole different rant. Chai's a big fan. What's going on, man? I appreciate that. Come down to Miami. Oh my God, I really want to come down to Miami. This year, it's all screwed up. The whole plan was to really tour the country and do a bunch of video tours throughout the builders throughout the whole country, right? And kind of give my perspective. But that did not work out. But it is what it is. That's the thing about real estate. You always got to shift, pivot, and always adapt. We got a lot of things on the works here. Is paying off your house a good idea? That's actually a good question. It really depends on you financially and personally. Okay? I mean, if you owed $500,000 and that's all you have is $500,000, maybe not. Okay? Because right now it's too volatile. You don't really know what's going on. Okay? Now, it's good to have that money where if you need to pay it off, that's great. Because if you go into some sort of recession or economic collapse, you have hyperinflation, the good news is that you could just pay off your house and you'll just be good to go. But money is just good to reposition. Money is just a tool. And technically, it's really a currency. It's not money. Do you watch $1 Million Listing? No, I don't. I used to when I first started like real estate like 10 years ago. And I was like really into that shit where, I wanted to wear that suit and tie. But that wasn't me. And, selling $1 million listing nowadays, you don't have to wear a suit and tie. It's just, you got to know what you're doing and people got to like you. They got to trust you. And, I mean, it's not a big deal. But do I like to wear a suit and tie? Yeah, sometimes I do. I used to wear it all the time, but now I don't. I want to be comfortable, See what other questions we got here. So, Cute Girl says, at James Webb, not sure where you live, but in Vegas, communities like that are brand new and so pretty. Well, Vegas is still new, so there's a lot of development going up. However, what I've noticed about Las Vegas, especially when it comes to housing, this place is so trendy, okay? It's all about like the glitz and the glamour and the lifestyle, where you have a tract home. After like 10 years, your tract home is pretty much old. Your neighborhood is old because there's a new development taking place. And people are changing houses like they change in underwear. Okay, let's see what else we have. How has the luxury market $3 million and up? The luxury market is still good. And this is the crazy thing about it is, if it's priced correctly, especially if it's that mid-century modern or Mediterranean modern and it's priced correctly, people are eating that shit up all day long. Like, I can't believe this whole new wealth cycle where, I'm telling you, it's you don't have money or you have a shitload of money. And the people that do have a lot of money, they're buying stuff. Like, my buddy, good friend of mine, also a mentor, he's probably watching this right now. This guy just went out and bought a damn Bentley, man. So congratulations to you, man. You deserve that. I mean, people are starving. This dude's buying cars left and right. I got another buddy, same thing. Do you believe renting is a good route at this time? I know pricing could go down in 2001. That's a good question. Now, if you are in that position, right, where you can time and dictate what's going on with the market, and you are in that position, by all means do that if it really makes sense. Now, if you're planning on living in the home and you don't really care, then yeah, go ahead and buy. But if you're in a position where you can time it out, I mean, you might as well. I mean, it's not like you need to, right? See what else we got here. I want an old school Vegas fixer-upper home. You do. That's fun and great, but the interior, plumbing, electrical, completely outdated. Okay? Especially keep this in mind when you're dealing with rehabbers that are rehabbing homes that are around, the early 60s and 70s, may not have that ground wire. And some of them may pre-ground it and not grounding it the correct way, where they're grounding everything. Okay? They're just tying it in to the outlet. And you got to deal with cast iron plumbing. HBO1 Chakits, I'm a huge fan of you, and my first question is, if you were to buy an apartment for yourself, would you get a 2-bedroom apartment or a 3-bedroom apartment? Apartment never seems huge. Now, are you talking about buying a condo? If you're talking about buying a condo, a 2-bedroom is better than a single bedroom. You're going to get more bang for your buck. If you can get a 3-bedroom, get a 3-bedroom. Now, I would rather get a townhome than a condo. Okay? I would rather get a single family detached home versus a townhome. Because in that order, right, the value is there as you tier up. Okay? Keep this in mind. When the market does crash, and I've seen this in 2008, commercial real estate is first to go. Boom. Next thing, high rises, gone. Take a hard hit. Condos, townhomes, then single family residence. From single family residence, now it goes to location. Okay? Location. Normally the smaller master plan communities or communities that don't have master plan communities will really feel the raft and the impact. When you have more of a bigger master plan community, it tends to hold its value even though it does go down. Now, if you're talking about buying in an apartment complex, as far as an investment property, out here, there's a couple things that you have to take a look at when it comes to apartment complexes. Number one, I probably wouldn't deal with anything that is made out of stone or concrete. The reason why is because you want to maximize your rents, okay? And also depending on the classification of your apartment building. Is it A, B, C, or D class? Now, let's just say we're working with C or D, but that apartment complex is made out of concrete. You have to understand, when it gets 108, 110, 115 degrees out here, that thing is going to retain the heat into the stone. What's going to happen is your tenant is going to spend money by using the air conditioning unit to cool up that room. And the more that they use, especially if it's a wall mount shaker unit, what's going to happen is it's going to cost them more money. So now when they're paying like $200-300 for a 1-bedroom apartment building or 2-bedroom apartment building, they're probably going to want to find somewhere else to move that has better insulation. Okay? So what that does is forces your monthly rents even lower to get the tenants to absorb that cost, right? Now your cap rate is going to be a lot lower too as well. Okay? So these are things that I really look at in detail. Is it worth to refinance your home, or is it worth to refinance your house from 3.8 to 2.8? That's a good question. That is such a big swing. I mean, depending on the purchase price. If it's like 400,000, but let's do the math here. Let me get my cheat book real quick. Let's say you are at 3.8, okay? And this is a very good question. But to make this simple, because I don't have 3.8 on here, I'm gonna make this at 3.75, right? 3.75 down to 2.75. So we're gonna do that. Is it better, should I refinance from 3.75 to 2.75? So let's say on a 30-year fix at 3.75 on a $300,000 loan. This is going to be based upon $300,000. Your mortgage is $1,389.35. Okay. Now let's just say you decide that you wanted to refinance down to 2.75%, which is 1 point. Okay. 30-year fix on a 30. Now that would be, give me a second here. On a 30-year fix would be $1,224.73. Let's see exactly how much you save here and how good my math is. 2, 8, okay. 6. Give me a second here. I gotta do the math. So, at 3.75% on a 30-year fix on a $300,000 home, you are paying $1,389.35. So we're going to subtract that by $1,224.73 because now we are refinancing at 2.75%. So you are saving $164.62 a month. Now that's actually pretty good, right? So that's something that, yeah, I would probably definitely refinance, but hold on. Let's take a look at this. A couple of compensating factors that you need to be aware of. Number one, you did a 30-year loan. How much of a loan do you have left? If you already paid off 15 years, you probably don't want to restart another 30-year loan. But you could possibly finance on a 15-year, right? But you could pay more, okay? Now, the other thing is that you need to be aware of, because you are saving $164 a month. And let's just pretend, right? Let's just pretend that you just bought the home. You've only lived in it 1 year. You know, rates dropped, and you're probably getting lenders contacting you right now. I'm sure you are, okay? Say, hey, let's refinance, okay? So we know we can save $164.62. But now, the lender is telling you, yes, you got to refinance, but there's closing costs. Don't worry, we will pay for it. So here's the tricky thing, okay? You're going to have to pay for it one way or another. You're not paying it for upfront, that's what they're disclosing. You're not going to pay for it. Yeah, we know. It's not cash out of pocket, right? So let's just say the total closing cost is $5,000, right? And they'll pay for everything. And this is on the low side, all right? So now, if we take 5,000 divided by 1, I'm going to say 165, just round it off. Okay? That tells me that you will have to stay in the property for another 30 months, right? Let's make sure that's right. 164, actually 165 times 30. Yep. So that means you would have to stay in the property just to break even to get that money back 30 months. So now this is where you ask yourself, are you going to stay in that property for the next 3 years? Now, if you weren't going to, then I wouldn't refinance. But if this is your last home and you're going to save $164, $165, then yeah, maybe that does make sense. Okay? Now, let me give you an idea. I have an investment property right now, right? Been having it now for, I think, 7 years. Close out on 5.1%, okay? Towards principal and interest is like $300. The rest I'm cash flowing it, right? They're paying down the interest, right? They're paying down the principal. I could refinance right now at 3.2%, and I could save probably about $100. But it doesn't make any sense for me to go refinance it. Because number one, I'm not paying for it. Number two, I don't want to start that whole loan process again because I'm trying to save a little bit more money up front every single month. So what I'm trying to get at is that there's no wrong or right answer. It's what fits within your lifestyle and your situation, your goals, and what you're looking to do. Real estate is very simple. As long as you understand the math, the fundamentals, how things work, right? You should be able to figure it out. That's why when people say, hey, is it a good time to buy? I don't know if it's a good time to buy. Now, have I bought properties where, I'm thinking it's high and I still buy them? Yes, I do, because I'm still getting the returns, right? I'm not really banking on appreciation. I'm banking on cash flow. Now, on the flip side is I'm looking to buy an apartment building right now. Everything out there is so friggin' expensive, it doesn't make any sense, right? So I'm not buying anything, but what I'm doing is I'm constantly looking, right? I'm constantly speaking to new owners, new sellers, right? In the marketplace. And when that time comes, I'm going to be ready to go. Again, there's no wrong or right answers. All right, let's take another question here. That was actually a good question, by the way. All right, what do we have here? Love the videos, cool. Chakits, I like those videos of you made riding around Vegas at night. I don't remember those videos. Any chance? Oh, you're talking about those bike videos. You know what's crazy is that is a time that I don't think this will ever happen again, where you can literally ride your bike around like that. Is it worth refinancing from a 4.5%? Again, we just went through those questions, so I'm not going to answer that. I'm refinancing right now from 4.875% to 3.1. Drop my mortgage insurance. Boom. See, that makes sense for you. You hit it out of the park. And that's the same thing I did. When I got my first home, I went FHA, right? And I refinanced it, got it out of it on an FHA, went into conventional, got rid of my mortgage insurance premium. So that way I could rent out the property. So it looks like HBO1 says, so buying a townhome or an apartment will serve best for me. Okay, that's not necessarily true. Here's the thing: if you get an apartment, yes, it's going to be cheaper because the price per square foot is a lot cheaper. So I think right now condos, you're looking at about an average 180. Townhomes are starting off at 220 a square, not 220 a square foot. I'm sorry, 220,000. I refinanced at 142,000 from 4.875% on a 30-year to 2.5 for 15 years. My mortgage went up and paying off my house in half of the time. You know what? That is a good idea, and if that makes sense for you, I totally understand. For me, right, the way I look at it is I would do a 30-year, right? Try to get that down to at least 2.75%. But also, right, the reason why I would do this is because I also want to have the option where my payments are lower, even though it's on 30 years, I do have the option to pay more money towards the principal. Because the more that you pay down, as it gets amortized, your payments are going to go lower anyway. Now, if it's only $200 more a month and you can swing it, I totally understand. Make it happen. Okay, let's see here. Here's a question. Will Summerlin single home rentals go lower due to the eviction starting? Here's the thing, with the eviction process, it's going to take about 6 months. Also, the courts are also backed up too as well. Okay, now I don't see the evictions probably going to take place just due to the fact that there probably going to be another stimulus in addition to that. All right, I think the government's going to come out, they're going to do something. But what sucks about this is that the only person that's holding the bag of shit is you as a landlord, which is, I think that's the most messed up thing, is if you get stimulus money, I believe that stimulus money that you receive, or the $600 every single week, that some of that money needs to be applied towards the landlords because they have the mortgage. But what's happening is all the landlords, they're pretty much basically becoming the guys that hold a bag of doo-doo, right? That is like totally unfair. Totally unfair. Hey boss, just wanted to let you know if someone from New York wants to buy a house down there as an investment, how does it work? Well, it's very simple. If you're going to buy an investment property, right, it would be 20% down. And the good news is that you never have to come out here. We can do everything by video tour, right? We can lock up the property. We walk you through the process. Technology nowadays, I mean, look at this. I'm chatting right now with 141 people. We got 92 likes. I do appreciate that. Come on, guys, give me a thumbs up on there. It's Friday night. We hanging out. And I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys, because here's the thing. You guys could be doing something else better than just hanging out with me, right? It's Friday. I mean, I ain't got no life. I mean, it's 6:40 on a Friday. But the good news is that I really enjoy what I do. I really do. So I really do. With the Raider Stadium now open, do you think the prices will drop or go up? With the Raider Stadium, this shit is such a hoax, man. I mean, just because the Raiders are out here doesn't mean the home pricing is going to go up. What this means and what the Raider Stadium does, right, they can contribute to our economy, which will increase, right, more supply and more demand. Just because you have a Raider Stadium here doesn't mean the homes go up automatically here. We have Inspirada. You have the practice facility right there. When the practice facility went up, it didn't mean the home pricing gone up because of the practice facility. Again, it's economics 101. You have to understand that Raider Stadium, the Raiders, they're bringing in money to our economy, employs more people. They take that money and they go out and they buy more homes. It's just a stimulus. That's all it is. Now, I could be wrong. So if you agree with me, let me know. If you don't agree with me, I totally understand. Oh, just spoke to Terry Wade. I'm so excited. That's my boy. He gonna take care of you. Don't worry about that. So talking about that, let me go to, if you go to lvhomeexperts.com and you would like to see who is all on the team, okay, let me go to the roster. There's a drop-down menu. So for the roster, here we go. We got Joey, my go-to guy, okay? Cool dude. You guys probably seen Joey on the radio show. We got Greg, right? You've seen Greg as well. Greg's a closer. Mark Fry's a good guy, okay? We got David Ramirez. We got Brett, okay? We got Terry Wade, okay? We also got my lovely wife, Jessica. She is the pretty much the brains behind everything. She handles all the paperwork. She's a TC, okay? And she manages pretty much all the files, okay? Then obviously we have our video editor, our new guy, Chris. We also have our title escrow company as well, Melissa Moses. We also have a few of our lenders, Dan French with Guarantee Rate Mortgage. We also have Holly as well. So we have a lot of people in place to help you guys out through the process, okay? You have to understand, I can't help everybody, but I also don't want to turn down nobody as well. But each agent has to go through a hard screening through me. I don't just hire anybody. I'm very quick to fire. I'm very attention to detail. Also, that's another thing I've been getting asked a lot lately, where people want to know exactly how did I get to where I'm at now? How am I getting so successful, right? Well, here guys, it's very simple. It's hard work. It took me 10 years to get where I'm at. And I'm starting to reap the rewards of the fruits of my labor, okay? Now, I might do, and I talked about this, I might do some sort of coaching or some sort of class where I can help you out as a brand new agent and show you how to make money. This industry is not that hard. You just need to have the right people in place, right, to help you to get you where you need to go, okay? Now, you got to understand, I'm just like some average dude. Like, I'm not no $1 million listing kind of guy. I'm an average guy that only started off making $36,000 a year, but now it's just like skyrocketed, okay? But it took me 10 years. Now, within the 10 years, I was able to climb that ladder, right? And you have to understand, this is coming from a guy, right? $0 in the industry, because this is the type of business that you need money to really make some money. If you don't have money, right, the only thing that you can outdo somebody that has money is your time, and it's what you do with that time. Trust me, hard work does pay off. So no matter whoever's trying to shut you down and say, hey, don't do this, don't do that, screw them. Hard work. That's it. You got to outwork everybody. Look, man, it's almost 7 o'clock. Everybody's gone. I'm still here doing this video, right? Because this is what I enjoy to do, and I have goals. I got a reason why I want to do this, because I tell you guys this all the time. I'm bringing it. I'm telling you. I want to get my apartment building, right? And the good news is that you guys been with me since the beginning, and you guys seen the progress of the videos, the progress of my career, and you guys are seeing where I'm going to go and the things that I want. Okay? I'm just this average dude. If I could do it, you could do it. I feel like a motivated speaker right now. Let's see what other questions that we have here. As I'm waiting for this video to get uploaded for you guys, I'm pretty excited to show you this video. Okay, let's see here. So it looks like somebody had asked me, in 2 months enough time to come out here to check out apartments if I move from another state. Here's the thing. The Las Vegas Valley, you have, right, Las Vegas, City of Las Vegas, unincorporated Las Vegas. You have the City of Henderson, and you have the City of North Las Vegas. Population right now is roughly about 2.8 million, I think, now at this time. It's growing pretty rapidly, but anyway, from one end to the other end, right, because we kind of like live in this crater, boom, 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 30 miles. You can literally drive around this whole beltway within an hour and 30 minutes, and that's with traffic. That's right. Drop the mic. Not too sure what that's about, but drop the mic. What's up, Nikki? Now let's take a look at, what does this one say? Actually, if I have a chance to relocate out there and rent an apartment, I would love, love, love the opportunity to rent from you. Thank you, I do appreciate that. However, we gotta get that apartment building. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Single family residence is cool. However, dude, apartment buildings, it's like playing Monopoly. And Monopoly is my game. Johnny, no, God bless you, man. And all the people that is on this feed, all the people that have subscribed to the channel, I really, really appreciate each and every one of you guys from the bottom of my heart. You guys are like, you guys rock. I feel like I'm popular or something. I don't know. This is kind of crazy to me. And you guys need to know that I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Now, this career that I have, right, is really because of you guys. Like, seriously. And I'm not gonna forget that. Don't worry, I won't be bougie either. I may be acting bougie every once in a while, but you know, on the real deal, you know, I ain't bougie. Do you guys even know what bougie is? Would it be easier to buy an apartment building versus a renting? That's up to you, man. You can definitely buy if you want to buy one. The only thing with you know, condos, if you buy a condo, depending on the type of financing that you get, you're going to be restricted with the financing. Then the shitty part about that is when you go to sell it, the demographics of who you can sell it to, because the buyers are doing the financing, then you're also kind of screwed too as well. Mosa, my man from Hawaii. Dude, you've been watching this channel for this long. We got to get you a house out here. It's about that time. And tell everybody at HPD, right? Tell everybody, I said, what's up, everybody? Honolulu Police Department, much love out there. All my people from Hawaii. Matter of fact, I miss Hawaii. I want to go to Hawaii. Normally, I go to every 6 months. And we couldn't go because of the damn coronavirus. What the hell? And check this out. Man, Ige, what's up, man? So if I want to go to Hawaii, I got to get quarantined for 15 days? Damn, that sucks. Which 55 plus community in Henderson would you recommend and why for a 60-year-old female? Well, which one would I recommend? I would say all of them. But I can tell you one thing that I've learned about age-restricted communities. And we talked about being bougie, okay? There are some communities, they be acting like that. And this is what I'm getting from when you have a bunch of old people congregating or older people congregating. Like, I went to one community and some of them, they kind of snobby. Not towards me, but just towards the clients that have lived there. They kind of told me about it, and they go to a different neighborhood and they're kind of like more cool, so the lifestyle is like different. So it's kind of like living in a high rise. So certain high rises that you live in out here in Vegas, you have a certain type of lifestyle, you have a certain type of group of atmosphere of people, and that's how it is that I've noticed according to the age-restricted communities. So to answer that question, the best thing for you to do is when you come on out here, let's take a look at every age-restricted community. There's really not that many out here, all right? And let's take a look at the clubhouse, right? Let's see what it has to offer. And when you kind of go to the clubhouse, and this is the best indicator, you start walking around the clubhouse, you start to talk to people. You see the interaction with people. And you can kind of get that feel like, hey, you know what? Maybe this is a place I want to be. Who is your favorite builder and why? Okay, you want me to tell you who my favorite builder is? Me. Because if I'm going to build a home, I'm going to spec the home out myself. If you say production builder right now, it's probably going to be with Blue Heron. Now, if I had to like pick out a custom home with value-wise, Icon, baby. That's right. Icon. Y'all need to check out my boy Carlos. He's a builder out in El Paso, Texas. Carlos, you watching this, man, I'll give you a quick shout out. This dude, man, what he can build, right, for the price and the style will blow your freaking mind. And you know what? This guy is very creative, him and his wife. Very creative. And they're very smart because what they do is they watch other people's videos just like this, right? They go to like builder conferences, right? And what they do is they take a style from here, they take a style from here, they take another piece from here. Smart, man. Smart. Icon, El Paso, Texas, man. Remember that. What is a good size for an apartment complex? That's also a good question. Initially, I was looking at, damn, all these questions. How do I get out of here? What the hell? Okay, so, why is it doing this? How do I swipe? I gotta swipe? Come on, man. Come on, man. Hold on, guys. I wanna, like, get rid of all this. Give me a second here. Okay. So, where was I? Oh, apartments. Initially, I was looking at 10-unit buildings. However, on a 10-unit building, went to 20. Now, 20, if you're getting $550 a piece, man, that's $124,000 a year. Okay? But that's not the net operating income. But I'm not going to go into the net operating income right now. But now, I'm looking at a 40, 60-unit building. Because here's the thing, the deal is always going to be the same, right? You got to scale up. Because the more units that you have, the more money that you're going to make. Especially with the time and effort. So now I'm looking at a 40 and 60 unit building. How's your rabbit doing? Oh, my little Daisy. I had to give her up. It's actually very sad. I never got attached to an animal like that. So basically I gave, it was actually, Daisy was purchased for my niece Destiny because she was staying with me during the quarantine, so we got her a rabbit. And eventually I got attached to the rabbit, but my niece went back home and I don't have the time to watch Daisy. So now Destiny, my niece, is watching Daisy. But I always check up on her every once in a while. Okay, let's see here. What other questions do you have? You do the best open house videos on YouTube. We love watching your videos. Many other agents try to do videos like you, but no one does it like you. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Do you think they are really trying to do it like me? I mean, I do have my own style, and I hope that, you know, I do encourage other agents to do what I do. I mean, here's the thing. You can't hate on people, right? You got to let people succeed. It is what it is, okay? The only thing that I wouldn't want is with my creativity and how I do my videos, just don't bite my style, because it's my style, it's my artwork, and that's what I realize about editing videos, because I'm into, you know, editing videos, right? It's all about style, creativity, artwork. But then if you have somebody that bites that kind of takes away from it. So that's the only thing that would drive me kind of nuts, okay? But other than that, as far as like, hey, if you're an agent, you want to do videos, man, go out, get it, go, get it. I understand. I don't know if my camera editing, my camera work and my editings are on point. I mean, what's weird is every time I like rewatch my videos, I'm like, man, that looks like some generic work. But I guess it's pretty good, I guess. But I do appreciate that. What type of brand models, or you mean brand new models, do you use for grips on your GoPro? What? I'm sorry, this thing is moving fast. I love how smooth your stabilizer is. Now, if you guys want to see exactly what type of gear I use, if you click on the link in the description below, right, there's going to be a bunch of links. Number one, the Patreon page, which I don't really use a Patreon. I don't even know why I have that. You have like links to all my social media sites. Matter of fact, when you have some time, or maybe do it right now, go to Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. I'm trying to get that follower count up. I think we're like less than like 3,000, which is kind of sad when we have almost 172,000 people on this channel that has subscribed, right? So If you guys want to help me out on that, I would really appreciate that. Also, all my camera equipment, all the gear that I use, I'm giving it to you. I'm showing you exactly what I have. It's all in the video, link description below. Okay, let's see what this person says. You have your own style. Others do try to emulate you. But you are a genius and it comes across. That is why they try so hard. Thank you. I appreciate that. Look, I'm not perfect myself. What do you think about Pardee or Lennar? Oh, shit. I think Pardee, didn't they have a couple bad reviews? But that's normal with every builder. Every builder, you're going to have bad reviews, okay? You got to understand, these guys are building like thousands of homes a year. You're going to piss somebody off, right? You're going to have a bad review. I do like Pardee for one reason only. These guys are very smart. They are ahead of the curve, and what I mean by that is they are building modern type styles of homes, you know, to the consumers. So what I mean by that is, number one, they're building in a price point where they can build a modern home that meets the current trend, and they're getting that target audience. And they've been doing this now since like 2018. They know exactly what they're doing. Their price target point too as well, they hit it dead on the nail. Okay? Lennar, they're not building modern homes, right? They're building more traditional type of homes, contemporary floor plans. However, their niche is what you see is what you get. And that's the market that they are targeting. And that works for some people. For me, I don't want the exact same type of home, but a different type of elevation that somebody has. If I had the option, I would like to spec out my own home. Now, a lot of people are misled and they're like, hey, you know what? I'm probably just going to go with Lennar. But let's take a look at this. This is how you break down two products. And I'm going to give you an example between Pardee and Lennar. Lennar, what you see is what you get. The only thing that you can upgrade is the flooring and the backsplash, right? And let's just say it is at $400,000 out the door. You're like, yeah, I like that. But then you can literally buy a Pardee home as an example. You can spec out your floor plan, right? As far as structural, you have that option, right? You also have options for installation, the lighting, right? The kitchen appliances, the kitchen, right? Low, high voltage. But you are still priced out at the same. So now it just comes down to you, which makes more sense. Do you want to deal with that, or do you want them just to build it? But what tends to happen is when you start speccing out your home, you're probably going to spend more, right? Or sometimes even, but you may not get just as much as Lennar. And that's why I'm saying that first thing that you need to do is find out what you're approved for, what your comfort level as far as monthly payment. So let's just say you're approved for $500,000, right? And you realize, shit, I don't want to make a $3,500 payment. I'm more comfortable at, $2,800. So let's just say $2,800, that takes you down to $350. So your cap is at $350, right? So now, if you're going to go out and you're going to buy a new home, what you're going to do is not look at homes at $350,000 because that's just the base price. What you're going to do is look at homes at $300,000. Because remember, now that you're looking at homes at $300,000, you still got to pay for a lot premium if there's a lot premium. Now, you may be forced to pick an elevation that you don't want, which you'll have to pay for, right? Then you'll have to go through the structural options, right? You'll have to pay for that. Then you start hitting the design studio. So what you're going to do is do the same thing with both products. And also, you're going to see exactly what type of materials that you get standard. And if you did the full build out on that lot based upon what you want, now you're comparing apples to apples, price per square foot, that's what you're going to use as a barometer. Now you're going to take a look at the locations. What is a better location? Okay? Because when you buy a home, you buy the home because of what's inside the home. You buy the home because of the location of that community. Now you should also be focusing on what is on the outskirts of that community, right? Where you're going to congregate, where you're going to go grocery shopping, where your kids are going to go to school, right? What is the drive to your community and your surrounding areas? Because you have to think about this, is because the next person that buys the home, do you think they want to drive through some industrial dump area to get to a beautiful community? Okay? That could tarnish your resale in the long run. So these are the things that I always think about. I also think about how the house is positioned, right? A home that's positioned is also very important. Is the master bedroom, is it facing west? Is there anybody in back of you? Is it going to be baking? Okay? Do you have 1 or 2 AC units? Is it a split unit system? What is the SEER rating? What is the type of installation come standard? Can you upgrade? How much does it cost to upgrade on the installation? Installation is like one of the most important things to a home. Even a radiant barrier inside your attic. A lot of builders are now starting to give that. Some builders may charge you. Even just a jumper duct, right, can make your AC that much more efficient to the home. Does that come standard? There's a lot of moving parts when a builder sells you product. You know, I've just been doing this long enough where I've gone through almost every single transaction with every single builder. I pretty much know what they roughly charge from one builder to another, and if they're raising the price from one track to another. Okay? They do this all the time. It's just a numbers game. Because you have to understand the builders, all they do are glorified paper pushers. The owner of American West, Richmond, whatever the companies are out there, they ain't out here building a home for you. All they're doing is pushing paperwork, pushing money around. That's all they're doing. They're hiring a bunch of subs. What they have is a sales office, right, with a sales rep that represents the builder, puts together the contract, right, and they have a construction site manager that has to answer to the VP of sales, right, and the construction manager, his job, site manager or the assistant, all they do is make sure all the subs are in on time and running the project smoothly, and all the subs that are all out there is all getting paid by piecework. They're not getting paid by the dollar, right? Or by the hour, I'm sorry. And you have to understand this. When it comes to piecework, just like framing, because I used to do framing, you know how much I used to get just to frame one house as a journeyman? Only $600. But man, we used to frame these things in a day because it's all about speed, right? Boom, next one, next one, next one, next one. That's the whole idea. The problem is that when you start doing that, you start taking away, right, from the fine details of the home. And also you have to understand that depending on the company, depending on the sales team, if the sales team has control of the superintendent, or sometimes the sales agent is afraid of the superintendent because they have more seniority, right? Then what happens is sometimes the superintendent, he's getting so pressured from management to move one property to another property on a timely management, right? Where he's struggling, right? He's stressing, and he's just trying to push this product down your throat. Sign this waiver, sign it. The house is good. Oh, hell no. We ain't doing that. That's why you have to hold these people accountable. It's actually your responsibility. It's not the builder. Because once you sign that contract, it tells you right in there. Dude, let me show you. Contract, right here. 150 pages. When you go sign a contract, this is what you're signing. They ain't gonna go paragraph by paragraph with you, I guarantee it. But with me, this is what we're gonna do. If you take a look, let me show you. You see all this? You see all this? All this highlighted right here? These are all my concerns. These are all my concerns. So, look, I'm not an attorney. I'm just a regular sales guy. I just been doing this long enough. I just want to make sure that you know exactly what you get yourself into before you sign anything. The problem nowadays is that people get so emotionally involved, right, with buying a home, not thinking, and the salesperson is now becoming your friend, which is completely fine. However, at the end of the day, they don't represent you. It says it right here in the contract. We do not represent you. Whatever I tell you does not mean nothing. It's all on here. In addition to that, do you know your legal rights? Look, as long as you know how to play the game by the rules, you'll play to win, and you can hold these people accountable. I'm serious. Now, the good news is that I built such a relationship with these agents, they want to do a deal with me. They want me to go out and film the property because they know I bring them business. However, if they try to burn me, business is done. We don't do business anymore. But I'm a pretty cool guy. However, there's sometimes, I got to jump in there and be like, yo, what the hell are you doing? Right? Take control of the situation. Remember, nobody is going to take care of you other than yourself. I'm actually here to help you. See, now you got me sounding like a sales guy. But look guys, I have a passion for this. This is just what I do. This is what I enjoy. I enjoy homes, okay? It's a win-win situation. All right, we have 165 people streaming right now. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys. If I gone off on a tangent, I do apologize. These are things that I just care about. We have 150 likes right now. Let me check this video. If you guys got any questions regarding real estate or financing, what's going on here in the Las Vegas real estate market, let me know. Try to answer any questions that I can to the best of my abilities. Donovan Harris, what's up, man? What's going on? What's up, Chakits? What's up? Okay, let's see here. I hope all is well and great advice. Okay, stay fly, stay safe. Oh yeah, keep doing what you're doing. Get that ching ching. Boom, 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 boom. Also, the other thing is that, look, you gotta have some fun too, right? Because you gotta understand this. Buying a home should be fun. It should not be stressful. Not at all. I love watching your videos for staging. You know what? A lot of people watch my videos for staging. You want me to go a little bit more slower in detail of staging? Okay, maybe I will. Just for you. Alright. Let's see if this video is still rendering. Where are you at? Okay, it didn't say it was. Okay. Let's go here real quick. $7 o'clock. Well, it's actually 7:10 on a Friday. The other thing is that I noticed that my subscriber count every month dropped dramatically. What's crazy is during April, we're having over like 15,000 subscribers a month. But after everybody's starting to go outside now, we dropped down to like 3,500 subscribers. Crazy. All right, let's see here. Get this video uploaded for you guys. All right, so we are at 95%. What video was that? Let me see here. Now, I recently just posted this home on the, let's see here, on the community page. I asked you guys if you guys wanted to see this home. And let's see here. 66 comments. You guys wanted to look at this home. So this home right here is going to, the asking price on here is $1,050,000. This is a incredible semi-custom modern home in a small gated community. 6 bedrooms, 6.5 bathrooms. You have mountain and strip views. Custom modern kitchen. You have an in-law suite downstairs. Okay, all the bedrooms and bathrooms are ensuite. Okay, you got marble flooring. Okay, in the main living areas. Oh, talking about that, I actually made a mistake because I thought the flooring was actually travertine, so I do apologize. I could have swore it was travertine, but maybe it is marble, so I made a mistake. Also, the other thing is that if you are an agent, or if you have a beautiful custom home like this one, right, and you would like me to do a tour on it, and you want to see what people say about your home, right, just go ahead and reach on out to me. Okay? The other thing is, this property is at $158 a square foot. The median price point in this location, right? No, across the valley is $171 a square foot. Summerlin, which is right next to Summerlin, $196 a square foot. And if you want land, right, you gotta check out this property. Also, we got another owner of a property and an agent, Queensbridge. This video will be also uploaded on Monday. 1.2 million. It is a 4 bedrooms. If you guys are not familiar with Queensbridge, it is a luxury, exclusive guard gated community within a gated community. Okay. Go ahead and visit the community page on YouTube. I have the 3D tour and the full details of this upcoming video that I will be doing on Monday, so stay tuned to that. Also, the other thing is we have a bunch of things that I'm working on. It's just crazy busy. Probably going to be creating a course online on how to make money on social media through YouTube, right? Doing video tours, okay? How to get people to call you to do video tours, how to collaborate with other agents, right? How to get sponsorships, right? How to get ad revenue, right? How to edit videos. So I'm going to show you guys all this and how to make money on YouTube. So now, this will also benefit you if you are a realtor too as well, because this is going to help generate leads, okay? And also, we are going to probably do another course here that we're working on becoming a real estate agent. Like if you're a brand new real estate agent and you just don't have that kind of money, how do you grind and how do you get that money to scale up, okay? So I'm going to show you guys all that. Let's see here. Come on. I'm going to finish up this video. Alright, so the good news is the video is already uploaded on YouTube. So what I'm going to do now is pretty much end this video, okay? And I'm going to upload it, so stay tuned here. Probably give me another like 20 minutes. I'm going to get this video up and running. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are about this property. I think it's definitely worth the money of what you get for the product. So other than that, I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys from the bottom of my heart. I mean, we've been on live right now for 80 minutes. I mean, that's quite some time, and a lot of you guys really stuck around. And remember, hard work does pay off. Don't forget to get the merch too as well. You know, help support the channel. Let me know what you guys think about the logo. Bam! Look at that. Okay? Much love to everybody. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys. All right, God bless, guys.